below shows acidity. We're looking at the distance and the acidity. So those are the two things that we're going to be looking at. So we can say this one is X, if this one is X, this one here is going to be actually. And this becomes the coordinates here. If these are the coordinates, it means which when X is 4, what is our Y? It's 3. And then you can go and plot this here. So we have 0, we have 5. So we expect 4 to be just next to 5, somewhere here. This is 2,5. So 4 is going to be somewhere, and then it goes with 3,0 here. Okay, next one, what do we have? We have 34. Ne? 34 goes with what? 4,4. Now this is 4 again, and then in between it's 2, it's 4. So it means what you are going to say you have 35, and then you have 2, 4. This is going to be 4,4. Okay, next what do we have? It's 17, it goes with 3,2. Ne? Okay, we have 15 here. This is 17,5, okay? So expect 17 to be somewhere. It goes with what? 3,2. Yeah, so this one is going to be somewhere here. After that, we have 16. It goes with 7,0. 60, it goes with 7,0. Okay. 60, 7,0. Here it is. And then 6 goes with 3,2. Okay, this is 5. 7,5. 6 goes with what? 0,2. 3,2. Okay, next. What do we have? 52. So this is 15. 52 and then 6, 6,8. 6,8 is somewhere here. Okay, what else do we have? 42. So this is 40, 42,5. 42. 5,2. Okay, what else do we have? 31. Okay, this is 30. 31 goes with 4. 42. We ate what? 31. Yeah. It goes with 4,8. Okay, 31. It goes with what? 4,8. So it's somewhere here. Okay, this is our scatter plot, basically. You can do X here just to represent what these are the points. Unlike your child here, where you need to then connect this thing here, then they create a certain shape. Here you are done. Once they say scatter plots are dots, né? Or there are these things here. That's all. You are done with your scatter plot. And then usually for you being a scatter plot, they can give you 2 marks. Né? And then if we go to number 2, they say draw a line of best fit on the diagram. So remember, what did we say about the line of best fit? We said the line of best fit is going to pass through the mean point. Okay? Meaning now we need to put this thing here. First, we need to get the mean point. How to get the mean point? We're going to go to our calculator. And then if we go to our calculator, we go to stats mode, and then we put stats, and then we press 2. Okay? The reason why we want to press 2 is because we want to have X and Y and 1. So we say we have 4 equals to 34 equals to 17 equals to 60 equals to 6 equals to 52 equals to 42 equals to 31 equals to, I put everything. Okay, sharp. And then after that, you go to the downward arrow and then you go to the side. After that, you have 3. 3,0 is 3. And then you have 4,4. That's why I'm going to put it as 4,4. We have 3,2. We have 7. We have 3,2. We have 6,8. We have 5,2. And then you also have what? 4,8. Now, to avoid making a mistake here, just check. Go to your calculator and check, which did you make the right thing? You go and check here, which, okay, I have 4, which goes with 3 again. There's no need for us to get this thing wrong because it's in our calculator. So make sure which you go and double check, which like AMA values they need to correlate with each other. 4 needs to go with 3. If you make a mistake, let's say you say 4 goes with 7, then you have a problem. They're not going to give you exactly the same correlation. So you need to come back and check which you do the right thing. Okay, let's do our data. After storing our data, we go to shift 1 again, and then we press 4. We get the X mean. That's the first thing again. Okay, 2 equals to, what is the mean? So the X mean it's 30,1,75. That's the first one again. Okay, let's get the Y mean then. AC shift 1, and then we press 4. Our Y mean is going to be 5 equals to. And then it says which Y mean is going to be 5, it's 4,7. Can we know what you get 5? 4,7. So we have 4,1,7. Okay, now our point, our data is going to pass through this point here. As we draw our line of best fit, is going to pass through this point. I'm going to use a different color for this one. So we have 30,75. Okay, let's start with 30,75. This is 30 again. And then it goes with 4,7. So it's 30, which is going to go with 4,7. 4,7 is just between 4,8 here. So we shade this one. So this is 30, which goes with what? With 4,7. I could have rounded off to 31. Like you can't be perfect here. If they're going to give you a graph paper exam, they will make sure which it shows you. Like you can't be guessing with this is 4, what, this is 4, what. So it will be as close as possible. Okay. So we have this one. Now we need another point. Remember, we said we can decide to have a point before the mean point. Okay, okay, we decide to have a point after the mean point. Now, how do you get that then? We need to have this equation. It says y is going to be equal to what? To a plus bx. So from this equation, we need to know what is a, we need to know what is b again. Okay, let's go and find out what is a, what is b. Go to our calculator and then we say, okay, AC again, we press shift 1. Where do we get our A and B? We get it from 5. And then we start with A. What is A? You say A and then you press equals to again. And then it says which A is going to be 2,42. Next to check B. How do you check B? You go again, AC, and then you say shift 1. And then you press what? Number 5 again. Press number 5 and then you press what? B. Equals to. It says with our B is going to be 0,07. Therefore, y is going to be equaling to 2,42 plus 0,07x. So this is our equation again. Okay, let's go and find out now. Let's go and find out which way do we get at the other point. We can get it this side. Let's say, let's use 7,5. Because 7,5 is clear. Everyone can see 7,5. Or you can use this one, 2,5. It's up to you which one you want to use. Which one should we use? When x, we want to know when x is this, what is going to be y? That's what we're interested in. You use 10. Okay, we can use 10, it's fine. So if we're going to use 10, this is what we're going to say. We're going to say y is going to be equaling to, let me use a different color so that you remember. So we have y, which is going to be 2,24 plus 0,07 multiplied by 10. That's what you're saying. I should use 10. And then I get what? It's 3,1. 3,1. Okay, it's going to be 3,1. Okay, when x is 10, we have 3,1. Come here. When x is 10, we have 3,1. This is 3,2, then this is going to be 3,1. Now you have your two dots. As long as you have your two dots, you are done. As long as you have your two dots, then you can connect these two dots. When you take your ruler, on your ruler, if you were to take your ruler and then you just connect these two dots here, you're going to have something that looks something like this. Yeah, and then I'll come and extend it from this side also. And then here we should be careful. Let's look at the following. This is the other thing which is also important. Look at the following. This is the other thing that we should be careful of. Let us tend to make a mistake here, where should it be grounded here on the y-axis? That is why I said the other day, let us should be careful here with, okay, if you're going to draw a line of best fit and then it's going to touch your y-axis, you should be careful there now. But it just can't touch the y-axis anyway. It should touch the y-axis. Here, you are going to use whatever value, whatever x value which is given here. You're going to substitute it here so that you know. Usually, I will say to learners, the best points that you can use this value and use the mean point. Use these two instead of using any other one. This one is the most is the most predictor. If you use this one, whatever value that they put here, let's say they started with 5 here. If they started with 5, I'm not going to put 0. I'm going to put 5. If when they started with 5, again, I'm going to say when x is 5, I'm asking what is y. Well, that's the question. Here, again, it says when x is 0. When x is 0, what is going to be y? X is 0 on this line, x is 0, x is 0, x is 0, but what is y? That's what I want to know. So how do I get which when x is 0, what is going to be y? It means I come and put 0 here. You see that? Okay? If I put 0 here, what is going to be my y then? My y is going to be equal to 2, y, 42. Okay, and then you can come and put it now, you are safe. Okay, but now it means when y is 0, I'm going to have 2, 42, which is going to be what to be 2,4. So this thing here, it should be grounded on 2,4 basically. So instead of using 10, what I'm saying, in fact, if you're going to draw, the best practice is for you to use this one instead of using the one of 10, which you just guessed. It's not the y-axis per se. That is why I'm not saying which it's the y-axis. Is the value, what is the x value on the y-axis? Then that's the x value that you're going to substitute. So you come and put, okay, here we have 0. And then it says, which we have 2, we said we have 2,4. Okay? Yeah, and then you come and say, okay, I have 2,4. And then you'll see, it's exactly the same. Nothing has changed. You saw that. Okay? If you use a straight line, you're going to get exactly the same thing. So you connect these 2 dots then. You connect these 2 dots. Now here we should be careful here. Here they penalize us. If you come and draw and then you just draw it anyway and then it doesn't make sense here, they're going to penalize us. That is why I'm saying, in fact, if Elena, instead of using 10, because if you're going to use 10, you should just stop at 10. You shouldn't go beyond, because if you come and ground it here on a different place, which is not the correct one, because when x is 0, what is going to be y? If when you come and put it at 5, then you're wrong. So you need to put it exactly at the correct place. Okay, let's go to the next one then. What is the next question then? The next question, it says, use the line of best fit to predict the acidity of the lake if the distance is 22 kilometers. Now, what are you given here? You can either, everywhere we see x, we're going to substitute what 22. Okay? And then if you type this in your calculator, what did you get? It's 3,96. Let's check, it's fine. We will check it. It's 2,42 or 2,424. Which one is it? 2,42. 2,42. Okay. 2,42 plus 0,07 multiplied by 22. Huh? I have a dot and a dot. $3,96, which is going to be approximately 4. Again, if you round it off to the nearest, because we're rounding off to 1 decimal place, then it makes this one. And then for a question like this one, they will give you 2 marks. What is important here is that Elena needs to realize to say, are you given X or you're given Y? Are you given X or you're given Y? And then we can then go to our example number.